Last summer, I embarked on a solo adventure to an old cabin hidden deep within the thick woods of Colorado. The cabin had been abandoned for years, untouched by human presence. Little did I know that this peaceful retreat would turn into an enigmatic experience that would fill me with fear. As I approached the cabin, a sense of both excitement and trepidation washed over me. The tall trees loomed overhead, casting long shadows on the forest floor. Despite the daylight, the woods seemed to hold a secret, as if it whispered something only I could hear. Entering the cabin, I couldn't help but feel a chill in the air, even though it was a warm summer day. The creaking floorboards beneath my feet added to the eerie atmosphere. After settling in, I sat on the creaky couch, taking in the silence of the woods. But soon, a faint voice seemed to call out to me from the distant trees. "Come," it whispered, barely audible yet distinct enough to send shivers down my spine. I tried to shake off the feeling, attributing it to my imagination playing tricks on me. But the calls persisted, growing louder and more insistent. Throughout the day, strange sounds echoed through the cabin. Soft footsteps, distant laughter, and murmuring voices. The woods seemed to come alive with mysterious activity. As night fell, the cabin took on a whole new persona. Shadows danced on the walls, and every creak of the old building echoed through the stillness. Lying in bed, I heard faint whispers coming from all directions. "Who's there?" I whispered, half expecting a reply. But the whispers only grew louder, as if mocking my presence. Then I saw movement at the corner of my eye, a fleeting shadow that disappeared as soon as I turned to look. My heart raced as the cabin seemed to teem with unseen visitors. As the night wore on, I felt a presence beside me, as if someone, or something, was lying on the bed next to me. Fear gripped me, and I pulled the covers tight around myself, trying to shut out the strange occurrences. In the morning, I ventured outside, hoping to escape the haunting atmosphere inside the cabin. But the woods seemed to play tricks on me as well. Shapes and shadows danced among the trees, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. A soft whisper in the wind seemed to call my name, drawing me deeper into the woods. My heart pounded in my chest as I followed the faint voice, unable to resist its pull. As I walked, the woods seemed to morph into an otherworldly landscape. I saw fleeting glimpses of figures among the trees, but they vanished as soon as I approached. Hallucinations played tricks on my mind, making me doubt what was real and what was merely a product of my imagination. Every rustle of leaves, every crack of a twig seemed to take on a life of its own. Fear and curiosity battled within me, and by nightfall, I was too terrified to stay. I couldn't bear the haunting whispers and the feeling of being watched any longer. In the middle of the night, I gathered my belongings and made a desperate decision to run away through the woods. My heart raced as I stumbled through the darkness, guided only by the faint moonlight filtering through the dense canopy. With each step, I felt the presence of the woods closing in on me, amplifying my fear. The rustling of leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, all seemed to taunt me. Yet, I didn't stop running. Finally, I reached the edge of the woods, panting and terrified. I didn't look back, too afraid to face whatever had haunted me in that mysterious cabin and the eerie woods. As I drove away, I couldn't help but wonder what secrets the cabin and the woods held. I may never know the truth, but one thing was certain. This experience had changed me forever. The enigmatic presence of the cabin in the woods would forever hold a place in my heart, reminding me that there are mysteries in this world that can fill us with both wonder and fear.